Hi there, welcome back with Dr. Pakoya McCall Robinson as I continue to bring you the Daily Stoic as we have been going through March and our month of awareness. Today's March 6th. If you've been tuning in and getting aware and doing all the things and the different tasks we've been challenging, it's been really fun for me. And I've been enjoying reading your comments and listening to your feedback and how this process has been for you. And I must share, my yesterday was pretty flippin' hilarious with cutting back on the costly. And we're taking this inventory of clearing out space and things like that. And child, I opened up my purse and cleared it out. And I was just like, why are these things in here? I have a safety pin and a hairpin, right? And if you're a woman, you know, your purse is probably like, and I like to think of myself as very tidy and very neat. And in comparison to others, I, am proud of my purse, right? But I was like, I had to laugh. Like, why do I have a hairpin? I don't even have hair. I'm bald, right? I'm bald. Why do I have a hairpin? For pulling back the hair of the person at the wedding that I'm going to save the day somehow. I'm not a superhero. I'm a woman and I don't have hair, so I don't have a hairpin. I'm sorry. But I'm carrying these things around because we're told, oh, have a sewing kit just in case your shirt tears. I'm just going to go get another one. Okay? I don't care. There's a Target, a Walmart, the DD's, whatever. There's this place. I can go and just get another one. But I'm not carrying around a sewing kit in my purse because something might happen. I'm just not doing it anymore. A safety pin. The safety pin wouldn't even fit a tear anyways. Like, if you ever tear your shirt and you're just embarrassed, so you're going to just keep the hole. And 9 times out of 10, you have that tiny little 1-inch safety pin that you think is going to save the day. Like, MacGyver messed us all up because we just carry things around and we don't need them because we wouldn't know how to start a car with safety pin anyways, okay? Or that broken ink pen that's actually out of ink. Toss it. Just toss it. So that was my journey yesterday and taking inventory and things that are costing me. I cleaned out my purse. So that was kind of fun. So today, March 6th, happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday, fun day. I hope you're somewhere enjoying your Sunday. Thank you for listening, even if it's not even Sunday anymore. But thank you for listening. Put on a smile. Just take a moment to just breathe, have some gratitude, smile, and just be like, yes, I'm here. And even if you're in a bit of a mood, throw on a smile anyways. It actually works the same. It lifts your mood, kicks those neurotransmitters into firing, boosts your serotonin quickly, and, let's go. Let's see what's happening today. So, March 6th is don't tell yourself stories. Okay, so I just told you all to fake it till you make it. And that's super funny. So, I don't know. Epictetus is telling us don't tell stories. So, I will read the quote. And here we are. It says, in public, avoid talking often and excessively about your accomplishments and dangers. For however much you enjoy recounting your dangers, it's not so pleasant for others to hear about your affairs. All right, so back. I was thinking me saying, hey, put on fake it to make it was a story because certain people are beliefs, right? You couldn't say don't tell a lie. In my family, you have to say don't tell a story, right? I don't know, but so anyways, apparently you can tell yourself that kind of story, but not the stories that don't bring people joy. Like, and I hear this as like, just don't be the Debbie Downer. Don't always have something horrible and negative to say all the time. That makes sense. And if you are around those kind of people, you can see what that does. Every time they call or they text and they're like, you're scared to even say, hey, how you doing? Because you're like, oh, I know it's going to be a whole thing. Whoops. And sometimes we have difficulty setting boundaries with those types of people. So if you're one of those people that something terrible is always happening to you, maybe not share it so much. I don't know. But let's see what Epictetus further says. Modern philosopher Nassim Taleb was warned of the narrative fallacy, the tendency to assemble unrelated events of the past into his stories. These stories, however gratifying to create, are inherently misleading. They lead to a sense of cohesion and certainty that isn't real. If that's too heady, remember that, as Epictetus points out, there is another reason not to tell stories about your past. It's boring, annoying, and self-absorbed. It might make you feel good to dominate the conversation and make it all about you, but how do you think it is for everyone else? Do you think people are really enjoying the highlights of your high school football days? Oh my goodness, where's my husband? Hey, I call him in here right now. Okay, this is one of those men things, right? Because our women things, I don't know, when you're prom queen, princess, cheerleader, star, whatever of high school, and you're 82, 52, 62, 42, I don't know. No one cares. No one does care. It's sad, but no one cares. Is it really the time for another exaggerated tale of your sexual prowess, your conquests? Try your best not to create this fantasy bubble. Live in what's real. Listen and connect with people. Don't perform for them. Oh, wow. You know what? So many things are happening for me in hearing this, and I try to think of, the work I do and how these things kind of impact people, but this one is just, it is what it is. We all understand it. We never think it's us, though. We all have guilty, okay? Lock them up. Of sharing our previous conquests, our stories that and it's hard. It's like, well, that's something I'm proud of. But, if you told it 15 times and everyone's like, yeah, you told me. That means we're not aware of the fact that we're even repeating stories to the same set of people and they don't want to hear it. We lack awareness of how that's impacting others, but we can definitely point it out when it's being done to us. And it's funny, nobody wants to hear about your football days. Every time it's Sunday, oh my gosh, it's like, oh my gosh, if you're sitting in a room, it's like, oh yeah, remember that game we had against blah, blah, blah. And and I'm just like, oh my God, I hear this all the time. Yes. But no, I actually don't remember because I stopped listening 6 years ago. So it is like new to me. It's like, oh, you did what? And it's like, I told you this before. And I'm like, aha, yes, you have told me this before. Because you obviously forgot and you're like, dang it. But anyways, recall and when it's saying stay in the moment, try to connect with people in the here and now versus competing. Someone comes up to you and it's like, oh my gosh, like I just read this, great book and, it was awesome and blah, 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 blah. And then here we go. We have to come along and be like, you know what? Yes, let me tell you about the last book I read 6 years ago. And it totally changed my life. Well, hi, someone's trying to tell you that their life was just changed today, and you want to tell them how your life was changed 6 years ago by some other unrelated book. I challenge you all to try to stay in the moment and breathe with positivity into another person today. Just accept them for their accomplishments and say, congratulations, right? Good job. Like, that's awesome. How are you feeling? Hang on to that feeling for a while because someone can come along and rob you of this feeling by being selfish and self-absorbed, or so I read or heard, and take that away from you by sharing their age-old story from high school. Try to connect with people in the moment. And how connecting in the moment with people helps us, because we all get to feel good in that moment too. We get to feel connected. And connection is the thing that is human. It is what we all desire and drive for, and especially when we have quality connections. This is just another way to do that, by sharing in the moment. And it's not to say, oh no, you can't share your previous conquests and accomplishments and things like that. That is how we pass down history and generations to our children and our grandchildren, is by sharing those types of things. But it isn't to rob them of their accomplishments and their joys by overshadowing, by competing, by saying, I was better than you at that age than you are at that age right now. How helpful is that, Grandpa? How helpful is that? Right now, Grandpa, you can't walk. So I have to help you right now. Don't rob me of my beautiful catch in the end zone, right? To win the game. We all know you won a game before. Can I live? Can I live, Grandpa? But anyways, we all do this sometimes. But as the month calls for, it's just about awareness. How are we using opportunities where we can connect to actually disconnect? So let's think about it. I challenge you all today to pour into someone, to listen, to be present in the moment, to share, and save our own stories for another time, especially if they're boring, negative, bad ones. Remember that energy, what's it costing you? Even if you're on the other receiving end of having to take in that story, just think about how it makes you feel before we are responding and reacting and connecting. It's Dr. Pacoya McCall Robinson again, signing off with the Daily Stoic. Insight means pull up a seat. I will be here. So pull up a chair tomorrow and let's hear what the Stoics have for us in order to improve our awareness and our overall, our quality of life. Thanks for tuning in. I'll speak to you all soon. Always subscribe, like, listen, comment. I love the engagement. Thank you so much.